Welcome to Fresh Talk News Channel. Today, we delve into the latest news update involving former President Donald Trump and his fiery Easter messages. On Sunday morning, Trump began with a surprisingly calm message on Truth Social: "Melania and I would like to wish everyone a very happy Easter. Whether you are heading out to church or watching service from home, may this day be full of peace and joy for all who celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. He is risen." But within moments, Trump shifted back to his familiar tone, launching into a scathing post aimed at his usual political adversaries. "Happy Easter to all, including the radical left lunatics and weak and ineffective judges and law enforcement officials," he wrote. He didn't stop there. "Happy Easter to the radical left lunatics who are fighting and scheming so hard to bring murderers, drug lords, dangerous prisoners, the mentally insane, and well-known MS-13 gang members and wife-beaters back into our country." Trump appeared to be referring to efforts aimed at returning deported immigrants, like Maryland father Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Despite being wrongfully deported, Abrego Garcia has been detained under harsh conditions in El Salvador. Though Trump officials described the deportees as the worst of the worst, records reveal that around 90% had no criminal record in the U.S. and were denied due process before being sent away. Trump has downplayed his involvement, claiming he's not involved, even though he discussed the matter with El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele at the White House just 3 days prior. He continued his tirade. "Happy Easter also to the weak and ineffective judges and law enforcement officials who are allowing this sinister attack on our nation to continue, an attack so violent that it will never be forgotten." Earlier this month, the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously ruled that the Trump administration must facilitate Abrego Garcia's return to the U.S. Another court called the government's arguments against doing so shocking and lawless. While Trump and Melania participated in White House Easter celebrations, including a corporate-sponsored Easter egg roll, many immigrants are skipping worship services for fear of being detained by ICE. Recently, a federal judge sided with the Trump administration, giving ICE the green light to conduct operations in places of worship. Religious groups are reviewing the court's decision. Kelsey Corcoran, Supreme Court Director at the Institute for Constitutional Advocacy Protection, told the Associated Press, "We remain gravely concerned about the impacts of this policy and are committed to protecting foundational rights enshrined in the First Amendment and the Religious Freedom Restoration Act." Naturally, Trump didn't miss a chance to take another jab at President Joe Biden, calling him "our worst and most incompetent president," while also repeating the false claim that the 2020 election was stolen. However, multiple credible sources, including the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, confirmed that the 2020 election was the most secure in American history. In a third Easter message, Trump pledged to "make America bigger, better, stronger, wealthier, healthier, and more religious than it has ever been before." However, critics point out that these promises may fall flat. Under his administration, public health infrastructure faced major cuts, and vaccine skepticism was on the rise. Additionally, Americans suffered financial losses during his trade war, as the stock market plummeted under punishing tariffs. Thanks for watching Fresh Talk News Channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more news and updates.